Hi everyone. I have Courtney's book. Yes, I'm going to read her book. It's the closest that we're going to find in the historical line where we have adult. 1986 is as close as we're going to get to 2020, which, as in our Girl of the Year dolls, tend to be more on spot of what's happening in the moment. I can only imagine what next year's Girl of the Year is going to have in her story, considering everything that we've had to live through and go through for this year of 2020. It has been very difficult. Hi, Melissa. So, to let you know, for all of you 80s fans, okay? Courtney's book, are you ready for this? On page 107. How many of you have Courtney? Hi, Jenny. Look, on Courtney's book, page 107, we have Madonna. And I had not even noticed that when I got my Courtney doll, that I remember I kept thinking 1986 Madonna. But yeah, this is Courtney's book, everyone. And page 107, there's Madonna. Nebo, I do. I love Courtney. I did repaint Courtney. And I actually gave her an 80s inspired look. So she's kind of like she's a Madonna wannabe. 1986, New York and pretty much all over the world was flooded with Madonna wannabes. She became a fashion icon. Seriously, Nebo. But yes, so this is Courtney's book. It changes the game because she loves Pac-Man. You know what? This Pac-Man game, this is still available at arcades. There's an arcade available near here. There's a place called Frankie's, and they have arcades, all of that, and they have Pac-Man. Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man are the most popular, super popular. But yes, if you look, if you have Courtney, if you have her book, which is really, really cool because she has her word list here. And believe it or not, she even has, I'm going to flip my camera around this way. Okay. There. That way it looks normal. So if you look, she even has a drawing of the astronaut Barbie, basically, that came out in 1986. I don't know what's going on with my sinuses. I must got cold. So, yes, and look over here. Inside Courtney's world, look at Ronald Reagan, President Reagan. Look at all those Cabbage Patch Kids. Now, what I'm wondering, look at the little girl. I'm wondering if there's going to be a movie about Courtney. There's the little girl who is the portrayal of Courtney. Isn't she adorable? So you have to really get this book. This book, I think, has inside stuff. So we have a real girl who's looking like Courtney. There's the Cabbage Patch Kids. And it has a little story about them as well down there. The next page, it's talking about the most. Look, that's Mall of America. In the year it opened in 1992. 3 stories, huge. Over here, it's showing where people had the VHS cassettes, what are they called? VCR. I was calling it something else. And then they talked about MTV, and they talked about the most influential woman in fashion. And it's talking about singles like Madonna became fashion icons. There you have it. So Madonna is the queen of pop, end of the 80s. We have but we had wonderful music come out in the 80s. Moving over to the next page, it talks about the Challenger. The Challenger was what NASA, and it had the first teacher to go up in space in 1986. I like this book. This is going to be a really interesting book of hers because it's touching on a lot of true things that were really happen and people that I know talk about them. Oh my God, look at that computer. Oh my God. I could not imagine working on a computer that big and bulky. It's huge. Ooh, you got Courtney, her eye was pushed in. Oh my gosh. Hi, Fins. What is this? I don't know what those containers are right there. But look, here's Courtney as it shows book two stories. Courtney's story continues. So look at that. Isn't she beautiful? She is such a pretty girl. And to be honest, her look, it even works for today. So I'm wondering if Courtney's going to have a movie. That's I can't help to wonder. I can't help but to wonder that because they're showing a real girl in the place, and that could be the actress. So here are the other girls. But yes, so I was right about Courtney's look. With the fishnets, like here, you see the fishnet hose. Hi, ballerina. So you see her fishnets. This look. The girls were dressing like this. So, and then I gave her her little moat. She's got her Madonna birthmark. So 1986, the girls were doing their hair to the side. They were doing their makeup like this, so 80s. So as you can see, ta-da, there she is. Madonna is in Courtney's life and book. So apparently it must be in the story. Yep, so those were the days of Like a Virgin, Material Girl, Dress You Up. Oh, and look, here are real photos. These are real life pictures from the book. Oh, that's really cool. I'm reading your comments. Where's it up? See, that's a real picture. So I think that it's possible there's a movie. Madonna is Italian. Madonna is an Italian American. Nebo, I don't know you. How am I going to call you? But this is a real picture. So I think there's a movie based on Courtney. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, nationality of Madonna, she's an Italian American who actually is the leader of all of these young pop stars we have out today that dress in risque clothing and things like that. But she also, from what I understand and what I've researched in books, in history, she has many, many Guinness's books. Guinness's world records. She's gotten a lot of world records. Things like that. Fever. Oh, from the album Erotica. I like the song Rain on that album. What? So, Eyes, Lady Gaga. You're Lady Gaga? But, so anyway, I think Courtney's book is really cool, but I think it's going to contain a lot of truthful information and things. So yeah. No, Madonna's not 90 years old. I'm 126 and I look fabulous. Actually, my mom was asking me how Madonna was. We watched the halftime, Madonna's halftime. If you want to see something, watch that. Oh, honey, how old are you, Nebo? Like, seriously. Madonna's not 90 years old. And secondly, don't talk stupidly, okay? Please. It's an embarrassment. It makes you look bad. Another thing is when it comes to artists, first of all, I was focused on Courtney and the year 1986 that goes around her. Because to be honest, I really like Courtney. What I love about Courtney is the jean jacket. In case you haven't guessed by now, the jean jacket is what I love about Courtney because these are still available. This is still in style. 1986, here we are, 2020. We're coming to the end of 2021. She didn't fall down the stairs. She was pulled by her neck of a cape. Secondly, Madonna has been doing this for almost 40 years. So it's not about her age. Madonna's a legend. Like Michael Jackson, there will never be another Michael Jackson. There will never be another Prince, another Whitney Houston, none of them. And in fact, I saw the documentary on Netflix about Lady Gaga. And Lady Gaga her body is in really bad condition for her to be that young. She has to get needles put in her body. She can't handle it. She can't do what Madonna does. And Madonna is old enough to be her mother. But yet, she can't do what Madonna does either. Okay, and secondly, you can pick on Madonna, talk about her, say whatever you want to. But honey, none of these Pop Tarts today would never compare to a legend. Madonna did it first. So she will always be in the records, the history of music. She's in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So you can call Madonna flop if you want, honey. But if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have Lady Gaga. You wouldn't have any of these artists. Secondly, I am not going to allow anyone to bash anyone. This platform, I am talking about Courtney and what's in her book. Madonna's in her book, okay? So you can call Madonna anything you want to. But why don't you look up on YouTube, Madonna 1986. Check out this woman's career. Okay? So she's, and secondly, I'm not going to sit here and defend her in this book, in this video, because Madonna did it first. She's legend. She can sell out arenas. You need to Google this woman. Okay? Plain and simple. She never does anything twice, and she's still current. People still talk about her. People are still talking about her. Secondly, oh, Jesus. Nevo, please, honey, don't come on here talking stupid. I really would appreciate that. And trust me, if I were black, I would have Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston tattooed on my arm. Then again, Michael Jackson didn't turn white. What you have to understand is, Neo, is you have to learn respect. You need to learn how to respect an artist, no matter how old they are. Because we have so many people that were famous and then boom, they're gone. So we're looking at a woman who is still relevant and who still sells out concerts and arenas. And if you Google Queen of Pop, she's going to be the one. She sold over 300 million albums. That's more than any other female artist. So if Madonna was selling CDs outside of Target, trust me, it would have been a riot. Well, that's for other artists. Did you know? Damn it. Wish he would stop calling me when I'm live. Actually, I remember radio stations. They played Madonna until she was 40 because she was so popular and famous. But anyway. Damn, he keeps doing that. I wish he would stop. This book, this book is talking about the Challenger, which was a spaceship, a space shuttle that was going into space, how it exploded. It touches on a lot of notes. Yes, it is, Nebo. Getting on my nerves. So it talks about MTV. Oh, wow. I just caught that. It's talking about MTV. So you have to understand, Courtney is from the year 1986. 1986 was nothing like 2020. There were no cell phones. There was no YouTube. There was none of this in 1986. You know what I'm saying? So, to be honest, we're really privileged right now because any and all of the artists that we like, Courtney even gets a bad perm. It talks about it here. Oh, really? So Courtney was, oh, listen to this. Okay, I'm gonna read a little part. Courtney checked her reflection. Okay. Oh, she went to the hair salon. No, 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 no. President Tina looked. Oh my God, Tina looked. What did she do? So apparently, Courtney gets her stepsister to do a homemade perm in her hair. So Courtney is tugging at her hair to tame it. She turned to Mike. Why didn't you tell me? Mike looked confused. I thought it was supposed to look like that. Don't panic, Mom said. We can fix this. A few minutes later, Courtney was sitting on the couch. Mom spritz her with water from a spray bottle and used the pick to tame her mountain of curls. Finally, she gathered into a neat French braid. So Courtney must have got a home perm. Apparently, that's what they did in the 80s. They did these home perms called Tony and other kind. So this is going to be funny. This is going to be real funny. Oh my gosh, this is a good book. There you go. I do recommend her. Get her, guys. She's fun. But also to all of you younger people, like you talk about Madonna or something like that, before you talk about someone or diss them, you really need to get educated and learn your history. Because you know what? Dolly Parton, this woman's been singing since 50s or 60s or something, and she's still famous in country music and respected. And Cher, also, I mean, come on. You don't have to like someone, but respect them. You have to respect them. So I recommend reading the book, but also if you're going to use your phone to look up Google, why don't you look up stuff and get information and learn something? Okay? Learn some stuff about the history. Why don't you just Google what was happening in 1986? Who were the biggest musicians of 1986? Who were the biggest female artists in 1986? Who had the most selling female album in 1986? You got me? Come on, look it up. Get educated, okay? World War II. World War II. Was that in 1986? I don't know. See what I mean? I'll have to look that up. Anyways, I think the book's good, educational. Because they still teach some of this stuff in school, in history. So, it's up to you. Oh, well. Oh, my Lord, Sabrina said she's like a poodle in 7th grade. Lord, honey, I remember being 12 and my mom worked, but people still get home perms. And I was putting a perm in my mom's hair. But she didn't, she used like perm rollers about like that size because the way she does her hair sort of shorter, it gave her body and stuff. But she doesn't like it now, so that explains her curls. And maybe the different lengths of them. So, yeah, but this is my recording. It's so funny because I just got to seeing something about Madonna on Facebook. They're doing a biopic about her life, which I wish Michael Jackson had have lived. Michael Jackson was an artist since he was a little boy. No, Chucky has a body. Like, totally. Secondly, if Madonna was all that, look at Marilyn Monroe. Look how old she would be today. And so many people have Marilyn Monroe tattooed on their arms. There's Chucky. See, I have Madonna tattooed on my arm. You know why? Because she's a legend and she's the bomb. Exactly. She is the queen. And I got to meet her in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, yep. Yay, Courtney. check it out. There's her story. So let's have fun with that and let's be nice people. Okay? Nebo, please, I asked you, please don't ask stupid questions, honey. Use your phone, go to Google and look stuff up. Okay? So check out the book. If you want to know something about Madonna, look on Google, look it up, get educated right now. But